You can, at any time, if you want to close, you close. If you want to continue. But I think we have resolved to finish today. The member for Same, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor. I want to thank the technicians here present. Thank you very much. You have been here with us. Honorable Speaker, this is one of the most important sessions, for the simple fact that you will not hear point of order, point of correction. You are at liberty, whatever you want to say, if it is in line with the Constitution and the standing order, you can say it. Honorable Speaker, if you look at the members' deliberation, they touch on the most important document, that is the Constitution. And this Constitution, it is we who should make sure that it is passed, especially the draft Constitution. Because if you look at members, some of the things that they are talking about, it affects us. And that was the voice of the Gambian people. That's what they want their country to be run. You see. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to start with reckless driving in code with security. If you go around, Honorable Speaker, you see a lot of checkpoints. But look at the way and the manner the drivers are driving. Honorable Speaker, just 2 weeks back, when I was at my own constituency, a serious incident happened in Jarumekoto. A serious one. Everybody is aware of that. 7 people lost their lives. 8 are injured. What a loss is that, Honorable Speaker. This is history. Very young. Those people, those children, they are schoolboys and girls. Those children could be something tomorrow, Honorable Speaker. I think these things should be looked at. Anybody who is found wanting must be dealt with seriously, according to the law. Honorable Speaker, and this has links with our health sector. This is why we always say, or I always say, the health sector, it has an issue. And I always look at my own area, because I know that up to my fingertip, Honorable Speaker. If you look at when this incident happened, there is no ambulance in Kundao. There is no ambulance in Karantaba. Honorable Speaker. You know, we know resources are not there. But we have to prioritize, Honorable Speaker. You have to quote your code according to your size. You cannot compare other areas at the rural areas whereby you can't in fact see transport. So we have to, prioritize those areas and give them those, health facilities should have ambulance so that when there are emergency, they can easily pick up those things. But it's very sad. When I visited that place, because it found me there, it was very sad, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, it's the same thing. The whole CRR not, and I always mention it, and I will continue to mention it. As long as I'm in this parliament, I will say it. The whole CRR not, what we are hoping on is Bansan. Most people died at the riverbank at Bustown Crossing Point. Most. simply because of they find it difficult to cross. And we'll be singing this to the government. You know, this is why, as the Honorable Member for Banjul North State, this is an important session whereby all the ministers and the technicians should be here present to look at, to hear the concerns that are going to be raised by the members. It is true that when they meet at their cabinet meeting, they can start talking of some of these issues. Some people, they don't watch DRTs, they don't watch QTV, they don't know what is happening. The few that are here, yes. Honorable Speaker, and the saddest thing of all is that I have been complaining that the ferry always at nights, they park it at the South Bank in Bansan. And we all know that no emergency will cross to the North Bank. All the emergencies are from the north to south. So the ferry should be parked at this North Bank, so that when there is emergency, they can easily pick. But no, the transports, they should talk to them. Let them please consider. Ministry of Transport should consider. This session is important. It is through this session, Honorable Speaker, when I was trying to say some of the concern, the then minister gave an ambulance to my community. So this is why, you know, as a National Assembly member, one of your functions is to represent. If you don't say the problem of your people, who is going to say it? Nobody is going to say it. So you are their mouthpiece, Honorable Speaker. You have to say their problems. Honorable Speaker, defense, the Honorable Member for Talinding stated, and we all hear what the defense minister said yesterday, that it is the armies that contribute to pay for their transport and also maintenance. The chair, the Honorable Speaker is the chair to that committee. I think that should be stopped. When other officials are giving coupons for their fueling, why is it that you tax armies, even those in the bush? He said it here. Even those in the bush, they cut from their salaries. And they are not enjoying from this transport. And you have to find out, the chair of Defense Committee, Security Committee, you find out whether it's the same thing in police or immigration. You find out when others are giving coupon, why is it that our securities should pay for maintenance and also transport? That should not be. If it is so, next budget, let them put it there. If you know it earlier on, we will say that they put it in the 2024 budget, Honorable Speaker. Sorry, 2024, that's past now, but 2024 is coming. Find out from them. Honorable Speaker, decentralization is very key. Honorable Speaker, most of the people are living all the way from rural areas to come and look for passport. It's high time. These are key issues. That should, decentralization is very key. Oh, how many years now? Anything you want, you come to Banjul. My friend, that should be the theme of the past. Honorable Speaker. You know, you see, Honorable Speaker, we know education. They are doing very well. But still, there are challenges. You go to some schools, as the Honorable Member for Woolly West stated, he found some kids are sitting on the mat. You know, it's something true when you go. Yes, it is true that, yes, for ECD, they are asked to sit on the mat. But even my own place, Karantaba, senior, upper and senior secondary school, they lack structures, no furniture, no staff quarters. And they should have it. Honorable Speaker, agriculture. In fact, I jumped that. Agriculture, we always say, is the backbone of the country. Yes. But it's two things, crops and animals. I'm happy that they have passed an important bill today here, that is Animal Health Bill. I think they should do that judiciously so that, because with this climate change issue, when the crops fail, we can take care with the animals. Yes. Some people, they concentrate more on animals, and through that they are able to do things. So we should look at that one also. Honorable Speaker, laws and bills. When we make good laws, history will remember us always. When we make bad laws, history also will remember us. Let us be very careful. We are here for Gambian people. We are not here for any other people. And this FGM affairs, the FGM affairs, honorable members, let us try before 2027, we see that let this law be moved. Let it be moved. Because we don't want, I want to be on record, I don't want my people to be victimized. It is already a law, and it is we, as parliamentarians, what you cannot do is to change a man to a woman. That's the only thing that you cannot do. But apart from that, you can do anything. You can do anything. I mean the FGM bill, that we can change it. Any law, we can change it. If it is not in helping our people, we can change it. That's what I mean. That's why I said anything that you can do. What you cannot do is, you cannot change a man to a woman. Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you do that? Oh, thank you very much for giving me the floor.
Honorable members, Honorable Member for Sami, yes, please, next session, make sure you change your age and physical appearance from a middle-aged man to an 18-year-old man. You can do that. It's only to change a man to a woman that you cannot do. You can reduce your age. Thank you very much. Okay, and if you give me more money, we'll buy buses for the security and give them a lot of fuel. The member for Woolley is, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we should not confuse ourselves. We must make each other to understand that we have different roles to play. And the role that is given to the members is to advocate on behalf of their people, just like the member for Sami has just said. That is the role of the National Assembly member. You are representing people. In your constituency, you are representing the whole country as well. Anything you see that it needs to be improved, or it needs to be done, you advocate for it. The role of the ministers or the government is to initiate a budget by looking at all actions, all sides, and prioritize, knowing that we do not have end to resources. We don't have all the resources that we require. So it is their responsibility to come up with estimate of the budget, and they also identify the line items. And we cannot change the line items and put our own, otherwise there will be chaos. If they bring a line item and say from Gunjur to Berendin should be done, I cannot come and change that and say it's going to be from Taibatu to Bajonkoto. You know, I cannot do that. Or Bajakunda. Huh? So everybody has a role to play. So our role here is to advocate so that the ministers, when they hear us, they take note. And like you said, when they go, they can discuss and they can initiate. And when they come here and put money, yes, they put $5 if we say, well, that's too small, we can make it $10. Or they put $10 if we say it's too much, we can reduce it to $5 or $6. That is our role. And therefore, if anybody thinks that since we approved the budget here, so we are entirely or solely responsible for whatever happens, that will be a mistake. Honorable Speaker, now let me start my advocacy. In 2021, the UNOPS built a road, a gravel road between Bajakunda and Borokandakase. And it's a gravel road. And this road should have gone all the way to the Pretender, the riverside. But it did not reach there. So last year we were informed that that road will be tarred. It's a very important road. You have 4 communities there, the Boros, Boro Kandagaze, and 3 other communities. And that's where the chief lives also. But it's also distant from the only health center in that ward. So that road is very important. But as you can see, the minister informed us at one point that it is transferred to the Ministry of Agriculture. Even the other day when he came here, Minister of Works, he mentioned it. He said it's transferred to the Ministry of Agriculture. And the Agriculture also confirmed to us here that it is transferred to the ministry. But since last year, when it was mentioned, and these are project monies, that road has not been built up to now. And we are calling on both the Minister of Works and the Ministry of Agriculture to really expedite that so that we can put that behind us. Honorable Speaker, Interior, we have advocated here in the 5th Assembly until we have a fire and rescue station in Bajakunda, which is supposed to represent Sandu, Willie West, and Willie East at the North Bank of the URR. But the funniest thing is that there were some British philanthropists that gave us 2 fire ambulances, fire and rescue ambulances. And they are taken there. Stage by stage, they have removed all the 2 ambulances from there. And then the workers are there. There are fire outbreaks, but the fire station is rendered useless. And those people are just sitting there, and we are paying them monthly salary, but they are not doing anything because they have nothing. They have no ambulance to do any work. That is one area that I would want the Minister of Interior to really take note of. Even if they cannot take all the 2, but let them take 1, ambulance, so that when something happens there, these people too will be able to contribute to putting up the fire. Honorable Speaker, there is a PIU unit in 𝒂𝒂𝒂, and they've been there for a long time now, and they are doing very good work. Because the reason why they went there is because there was an attack, an armed robbery in 𝒂𝒂𝒂, and during the Second Republic, this PIU were taken there. But they were not given any station. The 𝒂𝒂𝒂 people valued these people very well, their service very well. And the whole region valued their service until they contributed and built a station for them. But the problem there now, Honorable Speaker, is that there are no vehicles for these people to do their work. They are patrolling on a motorbike, and that is very dangerous. If you are patrolling on a motorbike and you have your gun with you, and then you have these bandits crossing the border and attacking people, and then you want to do patrols on a motorbike, that could be very dangerous. So we'll call on the minister to really prioritize whatever opportunity they have. Let them provide a vehicle to the people of the PIU at 𝒂𝒂 so that they'll be able to do their patrols effectively and efficiently, and ensure that the reason why they are taken there, that objective would be met. Honorable Speaker, many people, I believe, have already said it, the water resources. There is this ADB project, and they build this water boreholes everywhere. In my constituency, you have Fodekunda, Saragubu, Belengarayare, Sarabohum, Gunjuru Koto. All these places have they have a borehole dug there. But from 2020 up to now, the facilities could not be established. And these are projects. And these are loan projects as well. And they have a time frame. And every year the minister come here, every time people raise the issue, but it looks like another date will be given, another date will be given. Up to now, these people could not get water. These are Gambians. And they are paying tax. They are citizens. They are entitled to water, clean drinking water. Clean drinking and quality water, because we are advocating for health of our people. So we should take this thing seriously. In fact, I will call on the committee, the Committee on Environment, to engage the ministry to ensure that this issue is taken more proactively, to ensure that they are solved, because it's a very urgent matter. Honorable Speaker, also the last 2 years back, we budgeted for $10 million when I was in the environment for all boreholes that were dug in the 1980s. Some of them are now becoming spoiled, and we will want them to be repaired. So the 10 million has gone to repair some boreholes, but there are so many boreholes across the country. And I believe that the people have taken good care of those boreholes. From 1980 up to now, it is the people who have been responsible in repairing them. So I believe that if they are spoiled to a certain level, the government should help in restoring them back. Honorable Speaker, my last item is the root project. We know that the root projects, it was the NEMO project, now we come with root projects, and then the projects are lying fallow there. The places are fenced. Fodekunda is fenced. There is another place in Wuli West, which is also fenced, but then there is no water facility. And the people are really ready to work. Because the objective of these root projects is to ensure that, our people, our farmers, they produce in the dry season, they produce in the rain season. That's the objective, and it's a very good objective. But if it takes one project 5 years to do something, or that project will fail, and another project will come and take over. And we are budgeting for the root project, while the IFAD also is budgeting for the root project. But despite all that, you will see that the root project is not really moving the way it should move. So we need to, the committee is, I know the chairperson is writing, take that thing seriously and make sure that the ministry really focus on this issue to ensure that these projects are completed. On that note, I thank you for the time, Honorable Speaker, and all the members. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Wuli East. I go to the other part of, that's your partner, the member for Wuli West. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor. Honorable Speaker, I just have a little problem in my constituency that I want the Ministry of Health to address, and it is very urgent.
Speak a bit louder, please.
Honorable Speaker, we have a health post in Nyahwai, Kerwan, which the community was using for the past years. The Ministry of Health went there, and then they said they want to renovate that health post. Now it has taken them for 4 years. They could not complete that single structure. which is creating a very serious problem and then for the people of that community. The Minister of Health need to do it urgent so that they can complete the structures that they have started for that community. And then the most burning issue is Yrabawol Health Facility. Yrabawol Health Center is one of the oldest facilities in URR. But today, if you go to that facility, it is just sad and sympathetic. The facility, as we speak, is without an ambulance. I can remember just last month, we have two accidents around my village, that is Yrabawol itself. And then the accidents were so serious that there was no ambulance at the facility. They have to call the ambulance at 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 Health Facility, which is 20 kilometers away from my village. Even if they have a referral, they have to call 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 Health Center for the ambulance to come and take the referral to 𝒂𝒂𝒏 Health Center. This is a very serious issue that I think the health minister should step in and then address this issue. The other part is security. Honorable Speaker, it's sad to see. Today, because of the baby democracy that we are enjoying, it is making the security forces difficult even to exercise their duties. Because people are not law-abiding. As the member for Same was just saying, the drivers are not ready to respect the traffic laws of this country. That's a very serious issue. The state needs to step in by the Minister of Interior so that they can reinforce some of these laws that we have. We need to reinforce our laws. We have very laws in this country, very good laws in this country. All what we need is just to reinforce them. So, Honorable Speaker, that's what I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your generosity in managing your time. Member for Fonyi Councillor, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I thank the various leaders, majority and minority of the House. And I also thank various principal heads of various institutions who are presently here. And I will also say this, and I think I should raise my voice hard with prayers. The then Vice President, Badara Diouf, being a Vice President, he was able collectively to make sure he informed the ministers and be part and parcel of this debate till the last speaker, and he will also participate. And I believe it's almost to the current Vice President to take the lead and do the same to make sure that ministers will avail their time. If not, they send their technocrats. But today we'll be speaking, I want this, I want to do this. And I can tell you for free which minister will find time to go to social media or even look at our archives and now follow the proceedings online. It's a challenge. I think I am putting this test to the current Vice President to take the lead and making sure this is also addressed. Honorable Speaker, I first and foremost thank my constituency, that is Fonyi Councillor. And I could say to them that I am here to represent you and to speak and to defend on your behalf, irrespective of what. I also thank my various constituency chairmen, mobilizers, and elders within my constituency for still tracking me and following me. Progressively, we will reach to our final designation, that is success. Honorable Speaker, I want to say this to the Minister of Works, Transport and Infrastructure. It was last session where I have complained the road from Brikama down to Soma, the beginning of Sangajor down en route to Forest. It is eroded, and sooner or later we lose the road. But they went still, nothing has been done to that particular road. So I think it's high time for them to take the lead to make sure seriousness is taken. And the other issue also, in Brikama, the firing range in Brikama, now they are in my constituency, the soldiers, 𝒕𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒏. But I can tell you for free, since they started, the road has already been taken very gullied and eroded. And I think I am putting this test trial to the defense minister in collaboration with Minister of Transport, Work and Infrastructure to make sure they heavily prepare the road to standard to make sure it won't affect my dwellers. Or else, sooner or later, we will also rebel and said the 𝒕𝒉𝒂𝒏 range need not to happen. Because why? The way the lorries or the way their big lorries are also hampering our road is unacceptable. So I think there must be a plan to make sure that situation is remedied. Honorable Speaker, I will also thank the former commandant of Kanilai. And now they use a private home of former president to make it a military base. It is their time. Something also will happen. When we change private homes of other people, don't complain. So I think I should thank the former commandant of Kanilai, working with me tirelessly to make sure we do what we call confidence building tour, whereby I can tell my border villages, we've this year, had farmed, and we are expecting, or we've had a bumper harvest already. I'm also saluting their effort, the collaboration that we have did to make sure they could do the needful. Honorable Speaker, Buyam checkpoint, down to Kankuntu, down the way to the wharf in Kankuntu, the road is operable, it's not motorable, and I also want to put this to the Transport Minister, consideration of that road, and again also Minister of Fisheries, to make sure the wharf is heavily put into a firm footing, and that of 𝒕𝒉𝒂𝒏, and that of also Jonye and Bajiran. These are all areas where the youths are doing enough in terms of fish production. Honorable Speaker, in the entire Fonyi Council, there's no place where you have a high school owned by the government. It is only Fatima Senior Secondary School. In the length and breadth of Fonyi, about 42 villages, others walks 12 kilometers to Fatima, 18 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers. I've discussed it with the Minister of Basic and Secondary Education. I think it's high time for them to consider and look at one of these big schools to improve and make sure it is a senior secondary school. Honorable Speaker, I wish, as I've said here, if the ministers were around, I wanted to put this to Minister of Public Service, rewarding ministers. We believe there are ministers who are doing enough and doing very well in their portfolios. Most of the Minister of Science and Technology, Research, Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, he is doing enough. Because why? We've seen skills that he has also inbuilt. That of Ndemban is something else. Kanilai is forthcoming by January. We talk of Mansakonko, Julangel. So the minister is proactive. And again, applause for him is the Faraba University. If it was not his bold step, the university could be history. So I believe we should put either a law or talk to the Minister of Public Services to make sure we start rewarding ministers. We start rewarding permanent secretaries for the enormous job that they are doing in their ministry. And that will improve and also bring what? Pragmatism and also real sense in making sure they take their work very seriously. Honorable Speaker, as I do say, that the issue of Fonyi is still not discussed. Neither even speak for. Neither even heard. Upon all the catastrophes that happened in Fonyi, 10,000 people, 15,000 people displaced. Still the selling that is going. We have never even seen a permanent secretary visiting the border region of Fonyi. Neither the governor visiting areas in Fonyi. Neither the interior minister, neither the defense minister. So I believe, is it normal for that to happen? Or are they happy for that to happen? What would they say in this? So I think the most important part, if we as a country, we are Gambians, the fighting that's going between the Senegalese borderline and the MFDC is not part and parcel of Fonyi. But why the continuous selling that is happening in Fonyi since pre-colonial era, it has never happened. The selling is continuously happening and nothing is said about this. I think if you are really serious as a country, the head of state should take this. Minister of Defense should make sure this is ironed out. It happened in 2006 when the former president sent a warning to the Senegalese counterpart. When it happens again, retaliation will happen. From 2006 up to 2016-17, this is how this selling has continued. And today, we are losing animals, terrified villages. Houses, cells will be landing in our own villages, in Fonyis. So I think something must be done in this. It is high time for us to take our sovereignty, our country very seriously. That's why, honorable members, all of you are here. When we were singing about this defense and security apparatus, some of you were saying that, you want to give this money to the security. We've all heard. The report is evidence that we went around the length and breadth of this country. We've put it to use two people. It is clear the sufferation that they are facing as institutions. Go to the police. Go to immigration. Go to armed forces. Go to prisons. Go to fire services. Go to drug squads. So it is you, it is us who will be able to make sure we change the narratives in this security apparatus. And Honorable of Talini has also said one thing that is very important, that you could not be tasking me to pay to enjoy a transportation, even if I'm not even around. And we all know when we went in tour, people in buses, sometimes when the bus or the whatever truck had an issue, they had to pay their own fares. So what is the rationale behind of paying a bus that is not in the road? What is the rationale? So I think it's high time for us to look inwards. Ask ourselves the benefit that we are gaining. What are the benefits that the security force will also entail? The TACOS, if we talk, Minister of Finance is doing this. This is craziness. It is craziness. Bills that are intested are done urgently. Why is that security bills are still not working? 1 year ago, 2 years ago, they're still saying we are putting a house in order XYZ, immigration bill. We have to change the narratives. This is why we are here for. And I'm also taxing the Defense and Security Committee. Let's put pressure on the Minister of Defense. And we put pressure to the right ministry to make sure this is brought to this National Assembly so that they can enjoy what we are also enjoying. And it's high time. When you meet with security forces, it's a challenge. Honorable Speaker, just of recent, this Bagwe syndrome that we are talking. Do you know how many officers that we lose joining this Bagwe? In Tanja and other satellite areas, if they are to do their job, you see a boat and the boat will say, okay, instead of holding, onto me, can you join us? Board the boat, we are ready to take you to either Spain or Italy. They join. Last week ago, we lose one of our brother. In active services, they throw their guns and jump to join the ships to move into Bagwe. Would this continue? What is happening? A lot of mass exodus of resignation in security, both immigration, prison services, police, the army, drug squad, you name it. Which of security or which of employment areas are doing more of mass resignation than services? And they are all sitting home without no trade. So I think it's high time for us, as National Assembly, to take the lead. And I'll repeat it here. We all know how much we have paid our house allowances. CDS, 1,700. A sergeant in the police, 2,500. We are here. It's clear to all of us. CDS, $1,700 is house rent. How much you and me are paid. Not about compare, but it's high time we change now. I told the defense last budget here in my presentation, I told the finance minister, if they're talking about this TACOS or other laws to change services, let them make sure he put this to public service ministry to make sure something is done for this security service. Even in Bolibana or even in Nyamina, you will not even have a house of such. In Nyamina, no house of such. $250. Where would you get a house? And are now going security force in that nature? Nyamina.
Observation.
So these are all issues that we think we could work on. Honorable Speaker, I believe the checkpoint in Biam should be history. Because while there are ample evidence, destructions of properties have happened. Life-threatening deaths has happened in that checkpoint. We are denied for 7 good years of not farming. Lastly, I visited with the Commandant Juf. Aki area, less than 25 meters, 30 meters, you are telling my people to go and farm? I told them not to, because it's not safe. All areas are bunkers with the heavy artilleries. You think the people of Fonyi will go and continue their farming there? And internationally, which protocol? ECOWAS protocol internationally. Where have we seen? In the middle of a highway, bridging a checkpoint. Where? And in a serious bend. So I think both the security forces need prayers. And even the head of state needs prayers. And even me, I need prayers. So, what I'm just trying to put across is, Honorable of Sami had talked about this FGM issue. I think we will work together. We know the reason why it was not brought. We don't want to elaborate it. So here, we put fingers across to make sure we change the narratives for a better country. And this is the only way that we can work together. And the other thing also, within seconds, Honorable member of Jemara had said something that is very important. Both majority and minority, check yourself. If it is bills, mobilization will start. The hall will be very full, the chambers. But if you're seriously in business, you don't see anyone. I end my quote. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Member for Fonyi, Councillor. Opasalum, please remigrate back to your seat. Opasalum, remigrate back to your seat. Now I give the floor to the member for Lower Nyomi. No, sorry, member for Joshua.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I know I was the first to enter here, but last to be given, no problem. Honorable Speaker, I will start with our own house. They said, so let's start it from here. Thank you very much, Honorable Member, for Wuli West, Isa, Honorable 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏. I will call your name because I have a reason why I'm saying that. At his age, he respects the assembly, he respects time, he's always here on his seat, and to give out all what it takes to be a National Assembly member. Thank you very much, Honorable 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏. Honorable members, I think it is time we stop blaming ministers. Today is their cabinet. They know our time. They have their own cabinet time. They are there. But our own National Assembly here, it was very hard for us to even have a quorum. They were ringing the bell, running after us, chasing us to come here and sit in this National Assembly. Honorable Member for Juma, thank you very much for speaking my mind. I'm saying to the Honorable Speaker, when we are in sessions, the result that we are paid to be held until the last day of our session, they pay us. And they then pay us daily, based on your attendance. Because we cannot be here leaving all what it takes to be a National Assembly member. Some of us we are engaged in business. Some we are doing other things. but we dump them down there to come and serve our nation, to come and serve our people. And with all that, we don't want to disrespect ourselves. We don't want to respect this assembly. How do we expect people to respect us? Some spoke and they left. It's very, very discouraging. I also turned my left and thanked the security personnel who are here. Since in the morning, I was the first to enter this hall, but they were here seated. The DPS and your team, thank you very much. And the other guy, I think is the PS, your team, thank you very much for having patience waiting on us to listen to us. I know your seniors should have been here to listen to us and then get back to our response. And look at them. I called them. Look at them. They are paid less and they are here struggling. It's very sad. Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, let's respect this assembly. Respect our positions if you want to be respected. What were the claims before? You don't have vehicles, that's why we don't come. We come late. Now they give you a parado. They call you nam parados or a paradise. They give it to you. Yes, see the problem. Let's change our attitudes towards our work. We all have responsibilities. But if you choose to be a National Assembly member, you know that the responsibility needs to be respected. But I cannot be here. Every time I'm sitting on my seat, if I turn left, I don't see the drum makers. I call them drum makers because I'm coming onto them. Honorable Speaker, if you come to Joshua in my area, I will thank my people for sending me here to represent them, and I think I'm trying my best to represent them. The minister is not here because there were some promises made by the president with regards to Joshua on the Kayupa road from the main highway of Ibo town to the Badala, and yes, people are still asking what is still happening with regards to the Kayupa road. And not only that, those within that area, we all share the same problem with Kalending and then Latrikunda. That wetland area, we really need government intervention. Yes, we have the OIC roads. We are saying it's a good achievement, it's a good development, but yes, still, the progress of work is still lacking behind. And rains are next door. We are currently in December, 4 or 5 months to come, we're expecting more rains. And from there again, there will be a stoppage. And if it happens again, what are the people that their compounds are already demolished? How will they secure their compounds? Yes, some are compensated, but some are still not compensated. The project must be fast-tracked. The contractor must take the work seriously and do what is right. Because now I cannot say that it's not paid. I will see it as being unserious. Because when the president was going on tour, he was able to go and visit those sites. Those days they were busy working both day and night. Why were they doing that? Because they want to impress the president. Then we people living there, they want to impress us. It's not fair to us as people living in those areas. The moment the president promised to go and visit that OIC route, you see them working both day and night, concreting both day and night, meaning what? They were just doing it for what? For the president to say that they are doing well. They are not doing well. And when I visit my people, I'm saying the contractors are not doing well. The project is about 20% or less than 20% up to now. For how many years? 20% of the work being done? Honorable Speaker, coming to the foreign currency of this country, I think there is time the government takes action. If the central bank is giving a rate, today the current rate of the dollar per se, at the central bank is $2.77 brutes. If you go to the black market, it's $68. And to have the dollar from the bank is difficult. You go to the black market, if you need $1 million, they give it to you. For me, I think there is a foul play going somewhere. Either you stay to the black market and have your own kickbacks, or the government should take its time to control it, especially the governor of the central bank. Because we use this foreign currency to import our goods. We use the foreign currency to bring in goods in this country, and those goods are to be brought to this country at a higher rate. And if they come here, they charge us, be the public to be charged. That's why the living condition of this country is going every day, is going high every day. Government must take its stand and regulate this foreign currency. Regulate this foreign currency, regulate these people who are doing in this foreign currency. Because it is left open, everybody can open your own shop, at your own corner shop. With a single license, you have 4 or 5 shops operating. It's not fair to government, and it's not fair to the citizens of this country. Honorable Speaker, it is important for us to know that our responsibilities are very big. And Honorable Speaker, there were bills that are brought here for amendment. I wish he was here. The only member for Central Badibu made a statement that I didn't go through the bill. I went through the bill. That's why I went against the bill. And number 2, he said the public order bill, even in the chamber here, is always out of order. He don't respect the seat. He don't respect the high seat over there. He is always commenting anyhow he wants. Where is the discipline? Where is the respect? I never marched out from this chamber here when we are discussing on issues.
Honorable, please take your seat. Yeah, please take your seat. Honorable Member, Order 29. Order 29, 28. Imputing improper motive on members. Is Order 20. Yes, that's 29. No member shall impute improper motive to any other member. And among other, I don't want members to. You can, if a member says anything, you are at liberty to disagree to whatever a member probably must have said in this assembly, but not to a certain extent that may be out of order. If the member have said that maybe members have not read the bill also, yeah, you've responded adequately that you've read the bill. That's why you went against it. And you have all the right to go forward to say the reasons why you against the bill, but probably not to personally oh, you're not hearing me? Technicians, the members are claiming that they're not hearing me. I said Order 29 and various orders. The members should be mindful of probably imputing improper motive to members, and as well as for direct attack to avoid that. You can disagree with any other member who must have said something that is not that does not represent your opinion or your views on those issues, and you have responded that you have not. He said you have not read the bill, but you've responded that you read the bill because of you read it. That's why you went against it, and that you can also highlight a lot of reasons why you went against the bill, and of course to respond adequately if you so wish. But I may not want us to engage in personal attack against each other. Please, Honourable Member for Joseon, continue.
Honourable Speaker, I don't think that attacking personal.
No, honorable member, please sit down. No. I have made my ruling. You don't need to justify. Proceed. Do as I instructed.
Honorable Speaker, I will continue the same as I was going because I didn't mention anybody's name. When my constituency name was called here, nobody responded. And I'm also doing the same thing. I'm not saying anybody's name. I said the member for Central Badibu because he was being mentioned as member for Joshua. So this member for Central Badibu, I'm mentioning.
Honorable member, please take your seat. Honorable member, we are not arguing. I have observed based on the point standing orders. Honorable member for Joshua. The member for Joshua. Yeah, please listen to what I'm telling you. I have made my ruling, and I don't want you to justify or to engage in back and forth with me on that matter. Please avoid that. Please. As I said, you are at liberty to respond, but let us not be out of order. And once the Speaker made a ruling, honorable members are not expected to attempt to ridicule the ruling of the Speaker. That is out of order. Honorable members, Standing Order 8, Sub 3. The Speaker's ruling shall be final on all questions of procedure and order. Please. Please, proceed. Continue.
Thank you very much. I wish today I am seated doing my work in the right way. I am seated attending the budget speech, the budget session, and now I am requesting for my peoples on their needs. People left this house and now claiming, requesting for their constituency, that in A, B, C, and D, and when we are there to fight for their own people, they ran away. Honorable Speaker, we are here for a reason. We don't come here because you're supposed to want to come here. Even though it was for me, for my pocket, I would have stayed in Star Construction Group and run my own company. I'm here to represent my people, and I will represent them fully, no matter what it takes. I have represented my people when I was a councillor for 10 good years, and that's why they brought me here to represent them again. But nobody can move me an inch because I went against your request. When you were beating drums to say you are somebody exceptional before yesterday, or before day before yesterday. But thank God the Speaker is saying that I am moving out of order. But I will tell that I'm also along the line. Honorable Speaker, coming to the health sector, I think it's important we stand to speak the truth. I was a victim. My mom was admitted at the hospital. I know how things were going. We cannot go for free health care. It's not possible. Monies are being spent. We are making outsiders to be rich. You go, they prescribe for you, go out to the pharmacy and start spending money. Even the machines that we have at the hospital, the agents are not there for them to operate. And those machines are expensive. What is going on with those machines to be operational? The moment you go, we can't do this test, go to A, B, C, and D. You go there and spend $3,000-$4,000. Is that fair? To our poor citizens, our poor farmers. You bring in a patient at this hospital, next thing you go outside begging for people to help you, for you to be able to buy medication for your people. I'm suggesting to the ministry, let them provide medicine in the hospitals and start charging people at least solvent 30% of the fee. Before going outside paying 100%, let them solvent 30% of the fee and they pay 70%. And it stays inside than going outside. Honorable Speaker, it is important we start changing things. The world is changing. Let's see what is possible. Our next neighbors here, we send our people to Senegal to go for medical treatment. If you come back home, you start complaining. But you have what you want. Let's have what you want and we pay, if at all we can afford to do it. But then going there and then giving it out to somebody else, who at times not even paying tax fully. Honorable Speaker, it is time we change the narrative. I know you distract me. On the backway issue, we always start blaming government on this backway issue. Do we ask ourselves as parents a question, why am I sending my child through this hardship? Through this backway, why am I sending my own child? Who are the ones sponsoring those people going outside? And is it only Europe that can give you what you want? That's a question. You send people to go. For me, there are many people that I'm having their title deed in my office. They came for help, they left, and up till now they cannot pay me. With the expectation that if they go, they will make it. Let's change the way things are going. There are skilled works in this country. When you are fully trained on your skill, you can be self-employed. Let's try to be self-employed. But not putting at the back of our young boys that government is not doing it for you, so find the hard way and go to back and go and take on the hardship. Not only Africa is doing bad, even in Europe, in the other South America, they are also going out to look for ends meet. But if you struggle home, you can make it, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I know, to cut it short, I'm wishing everybody a happy new year in advance. And 2024, let's try to change our attitudes. Let's come here on time, respect time, and be like Honorable 𝒂𝒊𝒏. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member for Joshua. I now give the floor to the member for Lower Nyomi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Speaker, fellow National Assembly members, staff of the Office of the Clerk, the technicians of various line ministries, the media, the security services present, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Shukran. Honorable Speaker, I will begin by thanking the President of the Republic of the Gambia, His Excellency President Adama Barrow, and the entire government for working hard to move our this beloved country forward. Thank you to you all. Honorable Speaker, I stood here in our last adjournment debate and pray for a bumper harvest for our farmers in the provinces. Alhamdulillah, God has answered my prayers. Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, I stood here and appealed to government to reduce the cost of fertilizer Alhamdulillah, they did so. Alhamdulillah, everybody, all farmers are happy, particularly my constituency of Lower Nyomi. And they sent a big thanks to the government from the president and the entire government together with the National Assembly parliamentarians. Honorable Speaker, I stood in this assembly and cried for electricity supply for my beloved constituency of Lower Nyomi. From Boletba to Kirjata, from Branding to Kirbahum, from Jamagen to Makabalamani. Alhamdulillah, today when you go to my constituency, they've started erecting poles, hooking up wires. Alhamdulillah, thanks to the present government. I want that to continue for the entire constituency and to the entire country. Inshallah, may we witness to celebrate that. Alhamdulillah, I stood here in this very parliament and cried for the poor ferry services between Bara and Banjul. People are suffering. But Alhamdulillah, the government has come up and ordered a new ferry service, so new ferry equipment that is to ply between Bara and Banjul, inshallah Rabbi, that would inshallah benefit not only my constituency of Lower Nyomi, but Upper Nyomi, Jokadu, and in the entire North Bank region and beyond. Thanks for that rectification. It's 2 new ferries. Alhamdulillah. And green ferries for that matter. That's another blessing. Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, feeder roads. I stood here and cried for feeder roads, 4 feeder roads within my constituency of Lower Nyomi. Alhamdulillah again, but I need to see something done. Definitely, we are still suffering. Honorable Speaker, ambulances. As cried by most of my fellow National Assembly members, still now I'm having that problem. That is the ambulance for Fast Community Clinic and the ambulance, that is the community ambulance for Tuba Angale. And the other ambulance, that is the C ambulance, I used to cry out here. Definitely I need help in those ambulances. Honorable Speaker, clean drinking water supply. I cried here over and over, but something is yet to be done, particularly the village of Jinak. Definitely I need help for clean drinking water. Yes, thank you very much, Uli Is. Honorable Speaker, before concluding, let me talk about salary restructuring. Most of my colleagues have mentioned salary restructuring, but I will elaborate more. That is for the entire civil service and for our men and women in uniform. Though the 2023-2024 budget has passed, but what I want to see, inshallah Rabbi, this coming 2024-2025 budget, we want to see good salary restructuring for the entire civil service and for our men and women in uniform. If not, we are not going to approve that particular budget. Yes, 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 with a big yes. We are all Muslims. We need to think. No, I'm not watching anybody's eyes.
Thank you.
We need to think. Definitely. They are here they are there under the sun for us. We need to be here for them. And we will be here for them. Inshallah Rabbi. And I know I will get the support of the entire parliament. For sure that will happen. It will happen. And it must happen. Before concluding, I will pray for us to witness, inshallah Rabbi, the 2025 budget. That is the 2025 budget. We've already did the 2024 budget. May we live to witness that. And I wish you all a happy and prosperous New Year in advance. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, Member for Lower Nyomi. I now recognize the nominated member, Maimouna Cissé, to take the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'll first of all have my intervention starting with giving the acknowledgement of the Speaker, the Office of the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker, the Office of the Clerk, and the entire National Assembly for giving us due time and the service we require to perform our duty as expected. Honorable Speaker, I will first of all start to thank the President of the Republic of the Gambia, who gave me the power and the responsibility to be part of this nation building by nominating me and my colleagues from over 2 million people in this country. It's a great opportunity for us. And I would like everybody to join me. We all applaud him for giving the opportunity to us to contribute what we can do towards our nation. Honorable Speaker, being a nominated member is not a crime in this country. I believe it has been a constitutional mandate in this country, even before we get to republic. 1843 was the first nominated member in this country when the Gambia was in the Legislative Council. The Legislative Council was the nominated members running the affairs of this country. From 1843 to 1951, nominated members are the ones serving this country, having the affairs of this country. The first Gambian ever nominated member served in this country was 1947. Mr. Richard was the first nominated member who is a Gambian. The previous nominated members were all Europeans. Honorable Speaker, Gambia has a long history, and that history has been guided by the constitution of this country, and I think we all should adhere that. Nominated members for the past 1.5 years, we have been victimized in this floor of the chambers and corner side of talks against our personalities being a nominated member in this chamber. We are not criminals. I can say we are the most responsible people in this country. We were not nominated from the streets. We are not nominated from the ghettos. Our nomination came it comes through our commitment, our responsibility. We fought tooth and nail in this country to secure the democracy that we yearn for the past 22 good years. I was part of it, and my colleagues are part of it. Nobody can deprive us the right we deserve in this country. Honorable Speaker, on the 19th, people stand in the floor of these chambers, saying that they are voting against the local government amendment bill because of a principle. But I think that principle has been compromised before they were even born. Honorable Speaker, the particular member who was denouncing the nominated member's position here is rather unfortunate. I think he should apologize to his parents. Because the privilege he is serving here has been given to her through the nomination of her biological father here. So if he has that privilege, by her having that privilege, been serving in this particular, let nobody observe me. I don't want to take anybody. This is a joint debate. I am not giving the floor and I'm not giving up.
Nominated member, please take your seat. There is a point of order from the member who is. There is a point of order from member who is.
Honorable Speaker, you have just made a ruling, clause 29. We should not impute motive to what people said. And to go up to the extent of following somebody's family, a member's family, just because of what he has expressed, is
he said it in the same very floor here.
Please,
he mentioned her
father. Nominated member, Maimuna Sise, please don't use your mic. Thank you, member Fuli is order sustained. And nominated member Maimuna Sise, please. I've made ruling earlier on. Let's ensure that we avoid overreacting and then going out of order. Please continue your contribution. Proceed. Order, honorable members, please allow her to continue.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, but that will not stop me to exhaust the message I just want to deliver. Honorable Speaker,
please take your seat.
What I understand here.
Nominated member, she said, take your seat. Order, please, honorable members. Let me say this thing first. Nominated member Maimuna Sise and all honorable members have made a ruling on that, and that must be respected. Can I hear? I saw the tag of the member for Lower Salum. Can I hear?
I just want to beg the member to back by the ruling of the speaker, because the message that was given to the plenary here, even what he said, even my father was nominated member, but I dislike it. You understand? What I'm saying, I'm just trying to help the member. Let him portray on his point.
Please, and we nominated member, please take your seat. Nominated member, take your seat. Yes, thank you very much, member for Lower Salum. I need not to repeat that. Members must abide by the ruling of the speaker. Nominated member for Maimuna Sise, you cannot go back to that. You have to continue. Do not argue with my ruling.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Anyway, I am a very proud nominated member, and I can attest that I think I am serving what I am sent here for. People stand here controlling the nominated member having the opportunity to have the CDF, which is the Constituency Development Fund. I am not a member who will cheat the Gambians to their due right. Maybe my CDF was a shock to so many members here, they've been shocked to their cardial by seeing a nominated member who doesn't have a particular constituency per se. But the Gambia is my constituency. And I think what I am sent here for, I will do my ability to see that that service has been rendered to the people. I think the CDF is the problem, that's why we are in today. That was the attack on that, but I take it in good faith. But I am here until 2027 as a nominated member if God has been willing to leave me with my life, and I will continue to do what is necessary for this country. Honorable Speaker, I would like to dwell on the legal migrant. Honorable Speaker, I think the society has a problem. You have so many people always blaming the government when they don't dig on the genesis of this illegal migrant, commonly known as Bagwe. Honorable Speaker, we have so many criminals in this country, and they've been embedded by the entire society. Our society are the one who embedding these people, the agents who are making our youngsters the future of this country and the presence of this country. I don't only believe that the youths are the futures of this country. They are the presence of this country. You have the agents here, they will constitute a boat for like 150 capacity. And how much are they charging for that particular trip is $60,000. By 150, you have 9 million right there. That's one trip, one night. Every other 3 days, there will be a loaded boat here heading to this dangerous journey. And our youths are perishing in this Mediterranean Sea. And you have the people, you have the communities, you have the community leaders, the parents, they know where these criminals are hiding, and they are the ones who are putting them in their ghettos, at their offices, hidden offices, and they are paying the money for their offices to get to this dangerous job. And still now we have the audacity to blame the government. How can the government be responsible for somebody who have the responsibility to protect